Hi Mary, I have an answer to your question regarding how much gross income George Astaire needs to report of the $36,000 insurance reimbursement that he received. I was able to find under Code Section 123A that an exclusion does exist. It states that an individual whose principal residence is damaged or destroyed by fire, gross income does not include amounts received by such individual under an insurance contract which are paid to compensate or reimburse such individual for living expenses incurred for himself and members of his household resulting from the loss of use or occupancy of such residence. That's a good answer in his case. There does exist a exception to this rule for rental property under Treasury Regulation Section 1.123-1A3. That this exclusion does not involve rental property. I know that some taxpayers get confused between rental property and their personal residence, and we just want to verify that it is his personal residence. But we are going under the assumption that it is. Now, under Code Section 123B, the exclusion is limited. That of the $36,000, we can't just fully exclude. It would be great if we could, and that would be a great answer most taxpayers would like to hear. But it makes sense considering that in a given year, an individual who experiences a gain on this reimbursement would need to be taxed, and that would probably fall under Code Section 61. That would be included there. But first, under Code Section 123B, we need to figure out first B1. We need to first figure out the actual living expenses incurred. Under the facts that were provided, George stated that he paid $18,000 for hotel fees, $6,500 for food, and $500 for utilities. So we understand what his actual living expenses incurred during this 6-month period. Next, under 123B2, we need to figure out what the normal living expenses were. And that, he said, were the $700 per month for food expense, or $4,200, and the $1,800 that he pays for utilities that he estimated. Under Treasury Regulation Section 1.123-1B4, mortgage payments are excluded. They're considered contractual obligations having no relationship to the occurrence of the casualty. So the $4,800 that he pays for mortgage does not go into this calculation. So we understand the facts. We need to figure out then what the increase is in this, because the actual living expenses need to exceed the normal living expenses. So we understand that $18,000 would be an increase in expenses, or that he paid. For food, it would be the $6,500 versus the normal $4,200. So that would be about $2,300 of increase in food expense. And for utilities that he paid versus what he normally would, that would be an actual decrease. So that would limit the exclusion further. So that would be a $1,300 decrease from his normal that he normally pays. So all this being that $19,000 would be able to exclude. We would be able to exclude from gross income, and that $17,000 would be taxable. I'm happy to show you my calculations and anything else that you would like to see. I hope this helps, and hope that we can help George Astaire further. Thank you, Mary.